Hello Peeps! Thanks for popping by for my latest creation. It's my mother-in-law Val's birthday, so I'm making a hummingbird cake. Yummy! So with the hummingbird cake, it's a little bit like a banana cake, but it's got pineapple inside it. And then on top, you've got a nice cream cheese frosting, which I'm going to do with a little bit of lemon zest, just to give it that little bit of zing. So to get started, we need to get some flour. Just pop that in the bowl. Then we need half a teaspoon of baking powder. Then we need half a teaspoon of baking soda. Then we need 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Then we need to add 3/4 cup of caster sugar. Then we're going to add a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Alright, then we need to add a cup of roughly chopped pecan nuts. Maybe pop them in a bigger bowl and just crush them down. I find the rolling pin's a marvellous instrument because you can use it for many different things. So just a gentle little crushing of the nuts. Again, you're going to need a little bit of that arm muscle technique. So if I've done my weights this morning, it makes it just a little bit easier to crush those nuts. That should be enough. Then we're just adding, so that is 1 cup of crushed or finely chopped pecan nuts into the bowl. Then, this is where the fun part begins. We need to get some bananas, and we need 1 cup of mashed banana, and we mash the bananas until we've got a nice mixture there, and that will form about 1 cup. So that's 2 good sized bananas of that size, and then that goes into the bowl. The next thing we're going to do is add the crushed pineapple. I've strained the pineapple juice from the tin, and now we're going to add 1 cup of crushed pineapple into our mixture. Now you'll have the juice left over, so don't waste the juice. This is what you can do with the juice. That is good. Yum. Now we're going to combine the mixture together, just by hand. Again, giving our good arms a bit of a workout. Now if you find your wooden spoon is getting a little bit gluggy, you can then go for the spatula, which might just get the mixture a little bit easier to mix. So just keep mixing that around until all the flour and the mixture is combined together nicely. The next thing we need to do is form a little bit of a well in the middle of our mixture, like that. If you can get a little hole there, that's fine. And we're going to, don't worry if it falls into a heap. We're then going to add the egg into the middle, without the shell if possible. The shells don't go too good in cake. No. Then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Once we've got the vanilla extract in, we then need to add 3/4 cups of vegetable oil. We just mix that around into the cake, like so. Once that ingredients is nicely amalgamated together or combined together, We can then add that into our oiled tin. I'm just using a round tin for this cake. We can then pour the ingredients into the cake tin. We can now pop the cake into the oven for about 60 minutes on 180. Whilst the hummingbird cake is humming in the oven, we're going to prepare the cream cheese icing. To start off, we need 60 grams of softened butter. Then we need to get 250 grams of cream cheese. There's a lot of cream cheeses, but this one is the one I've chosen for our cake. Once we've got our cream cheese in with the butter, we're then going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. The next thing we need to do is add 3.5 cups of icing sugar. Before we start to mix this all together, we're going to zest a little bit of the lemon. So we're going to use our little zesting grater and we'll just grate the lemon into the little cup until you've got enough to add into the icing mixture. If you like a little bit of lemon if you like a little bit of lemon zest, this gives it a bit of zing in your icing. Then we're going to get the little guns, but just make sure before you start it up, it's not caught. And we're going to pop it in and just start mixing it on slow. Well, the next thing we need to do is just do the taste test. So dip the clean, sanitized finger in and give her a taste. Tastes good. All right, now that the lemon zesty cream cheese frosting icing topping, whatever you would like to call it, is ready, we're going to pop it in the fridge just to give it a bit of a nice frosty chilly texture to it when the cake's ready. The timer's just gone off, so our cake is now ready and we're going to pull that out of the oven. Look at that, peeps. Looks magical. So we'll let that cool down for about 10 minutes and then we can start. Hello, Charlie. Thanks for popping by. Come and say hello to Charlie. So here's our beautiful hummingbird cake. It's now ready for icing. So I've allowed the icing to just get a little bit more down to room temperature and it will be easier to ice. Here it is, peeps, my latest creation. It's the hummingbird cake. All ready for my mother-in-law Val's birthday. I hope she enjoys it. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to find out more, you can find me on Cooking for Peeps on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks for watching.